Take a look at the shirt you're wearing. How much did it cost? $20? 10? Maybe even less. Now ask yourself another question. How can something that takes cotton farmers, textile mills, factories, cargo ships, warehouses, and retail stores to produce end up costing less than a pizza? The answer isn't simple. It's the result of one of the biggest economic transformations in modern history. Today, many of us buy clothes almost without thinking. A new trend appears online. A few clicks later, it's at our doorstep. Some outfits are worn only once before disappearing into the back of a closet or worse, into a landfill. But clothing wasn't always this disposable. In fact, for most of human history, owning just a handful of outfits was completely normal. So what changed? How did fashion become one of the fastest moving industries on earth? And what hidden economic forces made cheap clothing possible? This is the surprising story of fast fashion. For thousands of years, clothing was expensive. Every piece of fabric had to be spun, woven, dyed, cut, and stitched almost entirely by hand. Making a single shirt could take days. A dress might require weeks. Families repaired torn clothes instead of replacing them. Children often wore hand-me-downs from older siblings. In many cultures, garments were passed from one generation to the next. Owning 10 complete outfits would have been considered a luxury. Clothing wasn't just something you wore, it was an investment. People valued durability because replacing clothes was difficult and costly. That world would begin to change during the Industrial Revolution. In the late 18th and 19th centuries, new inventions transformed textile production. Machines could spin thread faster than human hands. Power looms wove fabric in a fraction of the time. Later, sewing machines dramatically increased production speed. Factories replaced workshops. Mass production reduced costs. For the first time, clothing became affordable for millions of ordinary people. This was a remarkable achievement. Affordable clothing improved living standards around the world. But even then, fashion moved slowly. Most brands released only a few collections each year. People still expected clothes to last for years, not weeks. The biggest transformation was still decades away. Until the late 20th century, fashion followed predictable seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. Designers introduced new collections only a few times each year. Retailers ordered inventory months in advance. Then came a new business model. Instead of waiting for seasonal collections, some retailers began producing smaller batches of clothing much more frequently. If a celebrity wore a new style on Monday, a similar version could appear in stores within weeks or even days. Instead of creating trends, companies focused on reacting to them as quickly as possible. The faster they could move from design to store shelves, the more customers kept coming back. This approach became known as fast fashion. So how can companies sell a t-shirt for less than the cost of lunch? The answer lies in economics. Modern clothing production spans the entire world. Cotton may be grown in one country. The fibers are spun into thread somewhere else. The fabric is woven and dyed in another region. The clothing is stitched in factories thousands of kilometers away. Finally, it's shipped to warehouses and stores across the globe. Each location specializes in one part of the process. This is called a global supply chain. By producing goods where each step can be completed most efficiently, companies reduce costs. Mass production lowers the cost of each individual item even further. The result is clothing that has become cheaper than at almost any other time in history. Competition also plays a major role. When one retailer lowers prices, others often follow. Brands compete not only on style but also on affordability. Many companies produce thousands of designs every year. If one style doesn't sell, it is quickly replaced by another. Frequent discounts encourage shoppers to buy more than they originally planned. Online shopping has accelerated this cycle even further. A new trend can spread across social media in hours. Retailers respond almost immediately. The goal is simple: keep new products arriving so customers always have a reason to return. From a business perspective, speed has become one of the industry's most valuable assets. Fast fashion isn't driven by economics alone, it's also driven by psychology. Humans naturally enjoy novelty. Seeing new styles activates curiosity and excitement. Limited time sales create a sense of urgency. Low prices reduce the feeling of financial risk. Many shoppers think it's inexpensive. Why not? Social media adds another layer. Influencers introduce new looks almost every day. Algorithms constantly recommend fresh products based on what we've already viewed. Instead of replacing worn out clothes, many people now buy clothes simply because something newer has appeared. The shopping experience itself has become part of the product. Fast fashion has made clothing more affordable than ever before, but low prices don't mean low costs. Someone or something still pays the difference. In part 2, we'll explore the hidden costs behind cheap clothing, from global supply chains and textile waste to consumer behavior, innovation, and what the future of fashion might look like. Because every inexpensive t shirt has a story that most of us never see. Fast fashion has made clothing more affordable than ever before, but every low price has a story behind it. Producing millions of garments each year requires enormous amounts of raw materials, energy, transportation, and labor. Cotton must be grown and harvested. Synthetic fibers are produced from petroleum. Fabrics are dyed, cut, stitched, packaged, and shipped across continents before reaching stores or your doorstep. The global fashion industry depends on one of the world's largest and most complex supply chains. Each step adds value. Each step also consumes resources. Understanding these hidden costs helps explain why the true price of a garment is far greater than the number printed on its price tag. Here's a surprising fact: many people wear some of their clothes only a few times. Some garments are never worn at all. Why? Because fashion trends move incredibly fast. New collections arrive every week. Advertisements constantly encourage shoppers to update their wardrobes. When clothing becomes inexpensive, replacing it often feels easier than repairing it. Retailers also face a challenge. Predicting what customers will buy isn't easy. Some products sell out quickly, others remain unsold. Companies use discounts, outlet stores, and online sales to reduce excess inventory. Even with careful planning, producing exactly the right amount is nearly impossible. Another important part of the story is waste. Every year, millions of tons of textiles are discarded around the world. Some clothes are donated and reused, others are recycled into new materials. But many eventually end up in landfills or are incinerated. Synthetic fabrics can take many years to break down. Meanwhile, producing new clothing requires water, energy, and raw materials. This has encouraged researchers, companies, and governments to explore more sustainable approaches. Some brands now use recycled fibers. Others are designing garments that are easier to repair or recycle. While no single solution will solve every challenge, innovation is changing how the industry thinks about clothing. The fashion industry is evolving. Many companies are investing in better materials and more efficient manufacturing. Some are reducing packaging. Others are experimenting with fabrics made from recycled plastics, agricultural waste, or responsibly sourced natural fibers. Digital technology is also helping. Artificial intelligence can forecast demand more accurately. This allows companies to produce closer to the number of garments customers are actually likely to buy. Automation reduces waste during manufacturing. Some businesses now encourage customers to repair, resell, or recycle clothing instead of throwing it away. These changes won't happen overnight, but they show that the future of fashion may look very different from today. Consumers also play an important role. Buying fewer higher quality garments can often mean replacing clothes less frequently. Taking care of clothing, washing it properly, repairing small tears, and storing it carefully can extend its lifespan. Donating or reselling clothes allows others to use them instead of letting them go to waste. Simple choices made by millions of people can have a meaningful impact over time. Fast fashion exists because it meets consumer demand, and consumer preferences have the power to shape how the industry evolves. For most of history, clothing was precious. People repaired it, protected it, passed it down through generations. Today, clothing is more affordable and accessible than ever before. That has allowed billions of people around the world to enjoy greater choice and convenience, but it has also transformed how we think about what we wear. Fast fashion is more than an industry. It's an economic system shaped by technology, globalization, consumer behavior, and innovation. Understanding how it works helps us make more informed choices, not just about what we buy, but about the remarkable journey every piece of clothing takes before it reaches our wardrobe. The next time you pick up a t shirt or a jacket, remember It has already traveled an incredible journey across the world. If you enjoyed learning about the hidden economics behind the clothes we wear, like, comment, and subscribe to FactPaced for daily fascinating facts and weekly long form videos every Wednesday and Sunday. How long do you usually keep your clothes? Do you prefer buying a few high quality items or do you enjoy keeping up with the latest fashion trends? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next fact based documentary.